Hi, this is Asia from Limars Stars. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this banner for your classroom. Today I wanted to do a very simple banner. I'm getting ready for the new school year, and I'm going to be using one of my decor sets that I just love, that I had been using for like years. Last year I went with something different. It was okay, but I just want to go back to my favorite, which is the Under the Sea. And as you know, sometimes the printing can be a little pricey, and so one thing that I like to do to kind of help keep costs down is, number one, I like to use the same decor set and like theme and colors year after year, and that way you can just kind of add to it each year instead of having to start from scratch. So that's one reason why I'm going back to my old favorite. And another thing that I like to do to keep the cost down is to utilize like university printing, like you can print from home, and it's kind of pricey depending on what kind of printer you have. I have like the Hewlett-Packard. I subscribe to the Ink Club, but my printer is not a laser jet printer. It's a what do you call it? I guess it's like dot matrix or something. I don't know if there's another term for it, but anyway, sometimes you get those lines, and I don't like the lines, so I like to go send mines to a professional. And like I said, like you go to a professional copy place that's high, but if you go to, say, a university that has a print shop, oftentimes it's like half what you would pay if you went to like Office Max or somewhere like that. So anyway, I've done that, and so I have a lot of that stuff just from previous years, but I'm still just adding. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do today is to make some very simple banners that are the color scheme, that are in the color scheme of my Under the Sea decor that I love so much, which is mainly like a teal and purple. And these banners aren't really part of it. It's just a simple little hooked up make your own banner kind of thing. One thing I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to use construction paper. I have some right here. I'm using purple, and you can go to like Walmart or any education supply place and just buy the whole pack of the color that you want. So purple and teal are my colors, and so I'm going to be using purple, and I want to have, like, because my bulletin board paper is already the teal, and so I'm just going to use purple for my banners. And I'm also going to use white letters, which I've taken the time on my computer, and I have used a font that I like, and I'm just going to go on and print out all these letters and cut them. So here we go. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've printed out all of my letters for the different words that I want to make, and I have a little template that I made for my banner panels, and I've figured out that I can fit 2 panels per page. So I'm just going to fold the pages in half and use this template as sort of my guide for cutting, and I am going to go on and cut out enough panels. Okay, so here I am cutting out my panels, and I'm using my template. I've put like several pages together. This one is like 3 pages together, so I could kind of get the job done a little faster. And this is what it looks like. Just some panels, and I have more to cut, so I'm cutting more. I tried to choose a very simple shaped panel. I guess you can't get any more simple than the triangle pennant banner, but I kind of like these. I also like the sort of inverted version, but I figured that one's a little extra work. It's not really, because I mean, I counted. They both have 5 sides, but I guess if you wanted the easier one, it would be the triangle. Okay, so I have all of my panels, and now I'm ready to cut some letters. So I'm making the word objectives, and I chose white because I just wanted something to break up the purple and teal a little bit. Just, you know, a little pop of color, I guess. I don't know how much color white is, but I think I'll like it. So I'm cutting out my letters. And this does take time, but the way I see it, it's worth it because, first of all, you have a beautiful room that you love being in, which is very important because this is your job. And you have to be in that classroom, you know, 7 hours a day, and so do the kids. And so it needs to be a beautiful place that you love, and that when you go in, it's like, you know, your second home. So the investment of the time is definitely worth it, and even money investments are worth it. I mean, as long as you're not one to you know, start from scratch and switch it all out every single year, you know, you can get your time and money's worth out of, you know, a well-decorated room. So that's what I'm going for. So here's my letter O. And we have die cut machines at my school. I just kind of want to get started early. We don't have this. This is one of KG fonts, Kimberly Geiswin on Teachers Pay Teachers. I love her fonts. And so anyway, I just want the letters to be in this. So here we go. Okay, so I have my letter O. And I am just going to go on and finish cutting out these letters. So here we go. And like I said, this does take some time. And I could have just printed these out on the purple, but I wanted white. The printer doesn't really do white. I wanted the letters to be white, so I gotta cut them out and get them how I want them. Okay, so now that I have cut out all of my letters. I am ready to glue. So let's see if I could get you better. Okay, so now that I've cut out all of my letters, I'm ready to glue them to the panels. And for that, I'm just going to use a little Elmer's glue stick. And let's get started. Here's my O. I'm going to make sure to leave a little room at the top because I plan on punching holes in the top and I don't want to cut into my letters, so try and make sure that they're kind of lined up at the same sort of height. Last year I did not laminate. When I did one of these, I did one of these for our work, you know, like student work bulletin board, and it was beautiful at the beginning of the year, so cute. But as the year went on and the sunlight from the window and all of that took place, it got to be really just shabby. So I don't want any of that this year. So like I said, I'm just going to go it on and laminate so that my banner can stay nice and fresh all year long without me feeling like I need to redo it, you know, because really who has time to redo something that you've already done when there's so many other things that you need to do. So and this is just one banner. I'm showing you guys. I guess maybe I'll do a walkthrough or a reveal or whatever you call it once I've done my classroom. I mean, I still have a couple of weeks. Praise God. Still have a couple of weeks off. But I'm just trying to get a little some of this work done ahead of time, because I have a feeling that the first week or so that we think is going to be prep time for, you know, decorating our room might end up being meetings and planning. Well, not planning, meetings and professional development. So I'm going to make a few of these, but these are for my objectives, and I'm going to go it on and laminate now. I've had my laminator. It's been on. It's been heating up while I've been cutting. So let's get that started. Okay. So while I was cutting and gluing my letters, I had my laminating machine warming up. And this is just the Scotch brand, like personal laminating machine, I guess. You could get it from Walmart. I think I paid like $20 for it. And so these are the pouches. And you just put your papers in your pouch. I'm not really worried about the order of these letters right now. Just basically trying to get it done. I'll worry about the order when I go to lace them up. Okay, so you put it in through the top. Just like that. And start getting my next one ready. Sure, none of them are doubled, because I'd be really upset. And I love it. I'm so excited already. I love it. I love my purple with my white contrast. I like the contrast of the black and white letters on the purple. So I have blue bulletin board paper that I purchased last year before last. I have a whole roll of it that I purchased with money that the school board gives us. Our little allotment is like $40 a semester, and it's not a whole lot you can do with $40, but I figured, you know, give me some bulletin board paper for the next school year, so I won't have to buy it. That'll be one less thing coming out of my pocket. So I'm excited. I think that was a good investment. I wish I had gotten two big rolls, one purple and one teal. But I got the teal, and so I'm going to use purple everything on the teal background, along with whatever I printed out already. Okay, so I'm all done with the laminating, and this is what I have. And now we're ready to cut. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little room. I'm not going to go all the way up to the construction paper. I wouldn't want it to come loose, so not too much space, but just a little, enough to make sure that my lamination is. Okay, so here I am. I'm just putting the ribbon through, and I'm gonna go on and do that with all of them, all of the panels. And you can see it's starting to come together. I used to buy really expensive, like fancy ribbon, like wired with fabric and everything. And I'm just kind of like, this year, as long as it's fitting in my color scheme, I'm doing good. I'm not spending all of that money because it was a lot. And it was worth it, but I'm kind of done. So and that's it. It's done. So here it is. Objectives. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try and get you a better shot. Give me a second. Okay, so I couldn't fit it all in one frame, so I moved my rug back and spread it along the floor. But here it is, the finished product. Objectives. And I'm going to put this on my board with the objectives of what we're going to do for the week, what we're supposed to be learning. And I have more of these to make, but this is just one. And like I said, it is some extra effort, but I think I'm going to go on and put one of these in my store that is already made with all the letters, and you could just kind of build your own. The letters will be a solid black, and you could just print them out on your favorite color, whatever your color scheme is. But that's how it looks. And thank you for watching. And please come back again. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. Bye.